Mick Aguilera on behalf of the Honorable Matthew Grist.
And are you Mr. Grist?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have you received, you're charged with escape, I guess, from an institution, from a car? Escaping from a patrol vehicle. That's a third-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to $10,000 fine. If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, punishment is assessed at 4 years in the prison, if y'all can check that off. And the state is recommending community supervision. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes.
Defense, is that the plea? All right, African States Exhibits 1 and attachments. The court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. State, you may be excused. All right. Are you waiving PSI?
If you would consider waiving PSI, yes, Judge. He's been in custody for 5 months.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Judge, I apologize. I missed the court here a couple of weeks ago. Otherwise, we would have cut the same deal a couple of weeks ago. And it was my fault. He spent an extra 2 weeks in custody while I set up a family matter. Today, he's urged. He has asked me to ask you to follow the plea bargain. He does have family activities coming up in the near future. His son's birthday is tomorrow. So if you would consider granting his application today with understanding that he would have to do the TAP evaluation and then follow any recommendations from there. And he apologizes for being in front of you today.
All right. So what were you thinking? Because what are the chances? I don't even know if you realize. So you give the police a fake name that you think is clear of warrants. Then it turns out the person's name that you gave them actually has warrants. So they arrest you. Yeah. And then you tell the officer, oh, let me give you my real name. I thought that name was a clean name. And then you yourself have warrants. And all of this began because he was riding on a bicycle on the sidewalk, which you're not allowed to do. And here's a little side note.
Did you hear that, Mr. Jingles? This guy gave a fake name to get away from the cops. Somebody else's name. And the name he gave had a warrant on him. Oh, that's so funny.
When a sidewalk is provided and you are a pedestrian, you're supposed to walk on the sidewalk. Otherwise, you can get stopped for that too. But not only are you riding on your bicycle on the sidewalk, you're riding on your bicycle with an axe on your back, as though this is Game of Thrones or something.
It was a small hatchet and it was in my bag, actually.
Oh, no, he said it was sticking out, readily available. He said he readily saw it. Mm-hmm. And then they place you in the vehicle handcuffed. You know, it's like this guy keeps saying, and then, because you can't believe, and then when they place you in the patrol car and they're running you, then you reach out, put the handcuffs in front of you, reach out, unlock the door, and then you take off running, only get 30 yards, and then you throw yourself on the ground.
Because the whole purpose of that was to get the police closer to where
he was trying to get to a female friend that was being followed by strangers. They had communicated, and he was truly trying to get to this friend.
Why didn't he just tell the police? Hey,
he did
3 times.
He did
3 times. Their chest cam should have it clearly.
So what's your drug of choice? What have you been using?
Marijuana.
And what else?
Meth on occasion, but marijuana is.
All right. Why do people always do the meth as the last thing? Everybody always starts with marijuana. And you know, when marijuana was real big, where people said that is definitely illegal, you know what people would say? I smoke cigarettes. Mm-hmm. And then the marijuana would be the side thing. So other than marijuana and meth, what else?
That's it.
All right.
You want to test him today, Judge? I'm pretty positive he's going to be clean.
We don't know that for sure.
Well, that's true, but yeah, I will be. Got a positive chance.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, no, I'd definitely be clean.
All right, the court is going to find you guilty. How old are your children?
It'll be 10 to 1.
All right, you're going to miss the birthday because I've got to make sure that you have the tools you need to be successful. This is when's the last time you were employed?
I'm employed now,
Doing what?
landscaping and IHOP.
Okay. This is what the court is going to do. The court is going to find you guilty, sentence you to 4 years in the prison, suspended and probated for 4 years. There's going to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person. We'll do a referral to felony drug court. Felony drug court will be able to see you this week. Out of custody, we'll do a TAP evaluation. Follow TAP recommendations. Referral to felony drug court will be in custody. Proof of employment within 30 days. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider with minors. 100 hours of community service restitution. I'm going to order parenting classes. Once that's completed, the community service hours will be deemed satisfied. Field visits 1 time per month for 6 months. And there's to be 80 sober meetings in 80 days. Probation, is there anything else? Is there anything else you need in order to be successful? All right, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question of what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand? All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing. You have a 10-year-old. You say you want to get to their birthday and you want to be in their life as a upstanding citizen, right? You're going to have to start making, you're going to have to start making better choices. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.